In this video, I will show you how to make a 3D textured blouse. So the width will be up to you. It's in multiples of 10 plus 2. I have 82 chains. I think it's a good size for like probably an XL, but you can make it smaller or you can make it larger by doing the 10 multiples of 10 plus 2. So the foundation row is going to be, you're going to sorry, there was a little bit of a background noise. So I chained 82. So the foundation row, I guess you could call it, is going to be all single crochet. So you're going to go ahead and work on the back side. And you're going to go, let me see, I can't even see through the phone. So you're going to go in the second chain from the hook. And you're going to do a single crochet. And you're going to go ahead and single crochet all across. Okay, so once you've completed all your single crochet, we're going to go to row 2. So row 2, you're going to chain up 3, turn your work, and in that same stitch, this one right here, you're going to do 2 double crochets. Then you're going to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. In the 4th, you're going to single crochet. You see, it's hard to do it with the phone. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to single crochet. Chain 3. And in that same stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets. Actually, no, sorry, you're going to do 3 double crochets in the same. So again, you're skipping 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th, you're going to do single crochet, chain 3, and then in the same stitch, you're going to do 3 double crochets. It's going to look like this. So you're going to continue this same pattern all the way across, and I will meet you almost at the end. So I'm at the end, and you're going to have, or you should have, 3 stitches like this left. And there's this one where we did the single crochet. So on this very last one, see if I can get in there. It's kind of tricky. So in this where the turning little, right there, you're going to do a single crochet. Oh goodness, I lost it. going to do a single crochet, the very last stitch. So a tip, you're going to need to make 2 of these, because you make 2 of these and you sew them together. So you want to make sure that you count these and make sure that if you, like this one has 20, make sure that if you have 20, that the other one that you make starts off with 20 as well. So it can be even. If not, it's going to be a little wonky. Okay, so that's just a tip. So this is the 3rd row, and that's going to be the repeat row. I'm going to go ahead, you're doing this, you're going to chain 3. Then you're going to turn your work, and then that same stitch right here, you're going to do 2 double crochets in that same stitch. And this is where the 3D part starts. So here you have your 3 double crochets on the very last one. You're going to do a front post single crochet. So you just go in the front, grab your yarn, pull it through, and then do a single crochet. You're going to chain 3. Then in here, in this chain 3 that's in the back, you're going to make 3 double crochets. And that's where the 3D is going to start. You're going to go ahead and go again to the last double crochet right here. Do your front post, single crochet. Sorry, I had another more background noise. So you're going to do this front post single crochet. You're going to chain 3, and then here in the back, in this one, this chain 3 space, you're going to do the 3 double crochets. It's kind of hard to see. And that's it. So you just jump over to this one, go to the last double crochet, do the front post single crochet, chain 3, and then do these 2 double crochets. So that's going to be the repeat pattern. So you're going to do this all across, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so here's the end of row 3, sorry. And so this is going to be your last, 3 double crochet set. You're just going to go ahead and do the regular, go in there. Let me see, it's kind of, go in there, do your front single crochet post, front post. So then you're going to have to kind of like look for this 3 chain, kind of gets hitting, and then you're going to do a single crochet in the last and the turning chain, like that. And then you just continue the same, chain 3, and then in the same stitch right here, this one, you're going to do the 2 double crochets and then continue. So here's the next one. So here's the last double crochet. Do your single crochet, front post single crochet, which is the correct term. Chain 3. Go into this chain 3 space, back, and do the 3 double crochets. And though, let me do another one so you can see that this 3D starts to, you know, start to show it. And see, you can see here. And that's all. So you're gonna, like I said, you're going to do 2 panels. This is actually my second panel, and I combined the colors, and I'll describe in the description box below the colors that I used. So basically this, so I just combined the colors. You can do whatever you want. I will show you, I did like a color combo thing. I did like 4 rows, and then I changed color, then I 3, and then I did 2. So it just depends on what you want to do. So I have to make sure that this panel right here I've been working on matches this. And the thing about these blouses is that you can wear them in either, there's not like a front and back, they're both the same. So you just, you know, just slip it on. So I'll go ahead and I will continue, and then I will show you how you can change colors if that's what the pattern that you want to follow. So here I'm going to go ahead and change colors. Now normally when you change colors, I did my single crochet, you would go ahead and attach your new color here. Just go like this, and then chain up the 3. I did it differently. I actually changed the color. Let me see if I can put this back where it was. I didn't change the color there. I went ahead and finished my single crochet. I chained up 3. Then I did 1 double crochet. And then in this double crochet, let me see, I have 1, 2, 3, okay. So this is where I'm going to attach the new color. Go ahead and attach it. Then you're going to go ahead and attach the new color there. And the next step is the front post single crochet. And I just go here in the back and it's probably can hear my guinea pig crying over there. Where is this thing? Oops. Okay, this is not supposed to be here. Let me see. I don't know why I came onto this side. Okay, let me fix this and I'll be back. Okay, so I fixed it. So once you just want to go ahead and tighten a little bit. This, and that's your new color. So the new color is actually going to start here. And you just go ahead with your normal pattern, continue with the pattern. And that's how I changed colors. But you can change colors. This thing. Okay. You can change colors, here. But that's what I did. So just continue. Now you're going to repeat this pattern until the length you want it. This one I am doing, it's going to be 23 inches long. It can be shorter, it can be longer, whatever you want. That just depends on you. Also, you can use different colors and just do it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this second panel. And then I'll come back and show you how I did the sleeves. And that just, gives me an idea. So this is so it was 57 plus 7 rows. And that helps you when you're doing the other side or the other panel, it helps you know how many rows you need for the other side. I would not recommend doing a measurement of it because it can vary. I would recommend, if once you do your first panel, count your rows and then do the same thing with your other panel. So this one, I did the 57. So what I did in order to do this, well, they're not really sleeve. It's gonna be like a sleeve strapless sort of blouse. I don't know if that makes sense. But what I did is I folded up in half. And I put a stitch marker there. So I folded up in half like this. Try to get in. And then I counted. Now, this depends on the width that you want the neck. I mean, you can do it small, you can do it larger. It just depends on what you want. So, this is like the middle of the blouse. So, let me see. So let me see. Okay. So I did the middle of the blouse and I counted out. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. I counted out 5, which is, let me count it out. It just, like I said, it just depends on how you want it. I'll put stitch markers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the beginning, or whatever, the side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is the other one right here. So you always want to put a stitch marker, it's just easier. So it more or less it's like a 5-inch opening like this. If you do it, by my experience, if you do it any larger, like if you go like 7, it's gonna slip off your shoulders. If you do this, the opening, I guess the neck, if you do it too large, it's gonna, because what you're gonna do is, based off of this, you're gonna start to crochet like this. Let me just show you real quick. See, you're gonna start to crochet like this, the opening. So if this is too large, by my experience, that when you put this on, it's gonna slide off your shoulders. So that's why I don't recommend anything, the opening being too, large. So this is it's more or less like 5 inches. So what I did is, once you calculate, let me see. Let me just, and you have to make sure that it measures the same as your other panel. That makes sense. So I have here, let me see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's like 5. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the side, more or less. Okay, so you want to make sure that both panels match. So, let me see, where is my, so I ended on this side right here. Let me see, let me just move it right here. I ended up on this side. So since I'm going to continue the sleeves or the straps or whatever on with this color, And I'm just going to go ahead and crochet all the way up to here, to the stitch mark right here. So let me do that, and then I'll show you what to do once you reached the end or the beginning, I'm not sure, of the sleeve. Okay, so I am here where the stitch marker is. So I'm going to do the front single crochet post. Then on this one, I'm just going to do a single crochet like this. And then I'm going to turn it around. And then you're going to do the three chain up 3, and then go into that same stitch right here and do the 2 double crochets, and then you continue the pattern. Then you do the front single crochet, chain 3, oops, okay, and then continue with the pattern. Oh goodness, let me see. Do the 3 double crochets, and then continue with the pattern. So based on my calculations, you will need to do, but again, it depends on how, depending on the size of the person, I guess. I'm not sure, but what I do is I do 6 rows of this. So I just, you end as your normal pattern, you turn around, you go back until you do 6 rows of this. If that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and do the 6 rows, and then I'll come back and show you, because you're gonna have to sew these panels together, which means you're gonna have to sew the sleeves or the straps or whatever you want to call it. So I'll show you how because it's really not, like I say, it's not possible to sew each strap with this pattern. So I'm going to show you how I did it in order for it to be able to sew together. So I'll do 6 and I'll come back. So once you've done your sleeve or straps length, I did 6 rows of these. They're kind of hard to count because of the texture, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 6. So this is the end. So for me, it's easier to sew the other panel if there's like I don't know what you would call it, a straight stitch. So what I did was let me see, turn it over. So you turn it over, and what I did was I chained 1. Okay, try that again. Chain 1, and I went into the same stitch right here, the beginning stitch, and did a single crochet. And then I did a single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then, okay, so I did a single crochet. So I'm going to do another single crochet here. And then I'm going to do a half double crochet in this stitch right here. And that's how you're going to single crochet all the way across. A single crochet, and then a half double crochet here. So just do that all across. So here I'm all across, and you're going to do a double single crochet here in the turning chain, and just fasten off. And that completes one side. So now to do the other side, we have a stitch marker here. You're going to turn your work over and then start on this side, on the, I guess would you say the wrong side. So if I'm starting in this, you're going to actually start right here, this stitch right here. So I'm going to do the slip knot. And attach it. I attach the yarn here. It's like the beginning of the chain 3, I guess. Then you're going to attach it and then just do a single crochet through 2 loops. Oh goodness. Okay. And then you're going to chain 3 and go into the same stitch, do 2 double crochets, and then continue with the pattern. So here it is, your front post single crochet, chain 3, and your 3 double crochets here. Crochets. So you're going to do the same, follow the pattern to the end, and you're going to do 6 rows like the other side. So the last step is to sew the blouse together. You want to, this is the wrong side. You want to do the wrong sides together. What I do is I sew the straps or sleeves, as you want to call it. I think it's straps because it doesn't really have sleeves. And then based on that, I will try it on and then determine the opening of the arm. So I would suggest, excuse me, sewing these together, your sleeves or straps, and then put it on and then determine the opening for your arms. So depend on that, and then you can sew the rest. There's several ways to sew this. Now, if you've had experience doing this, then you know there you can do probably single crochet, or you can just do it, sewing it together. Since I'm sewing with the same color of yarn, then it doesn't matter. But if it's different, because I actually did a blouse that was a different color than what I sewed, than the yarn I sewed it with. So I just went through the back loops. So basically, if you're going to do that, just go through the back loops like this. Here's the back loop here. Sorry, guess I was out of frame. So the back loop is this one. And then you want to grab the back loop of the other side. If you do that, it's when you turn it over, you really can't see the seam at all. It's like it's not there. You do it like that. So, excuse me, once you sew that, it can be either, sewed like this, or you can do the single crochet and then turn it over. It just depends on what you want, on what you want to do. But that's how I'm just going to sew it regular. I mean, oh goodness, where's this thing? Okay. I'm just going to do the whole regular. I'm going to grab the two and the two, of course, and do it like that with the same color, because it's not really going to show. And that's it. And then I'm just going to sew these ends. Sew them in. And that's basically it. So that's the blouse. Again, you can make it as short as long as you want. But in this case, this blouse, it's 57 rows. So it's more or less like 23 inches long. 57 rows, 20 inches long. And then your strap, which is this. I did 6 on each side. Six rows. And then here I think it was like a 5-inch opening right here. Because I think as I mentioned before, if you do it any larger, the straps will just fall off. And I learned that the hard way. I did a poncho, and I did it too thick. I mean, not thick, too wide, and it was just falling off. So I had to do like an extra strap here. It was weird. Anyway, but that's it. So this is I call it the 3D textured blouse. It's not my pattern. I saw it on another video, and I decided to make it into, I think it was a blanket, and I decided to make it, yes, it was a blanket. It was a 3D, it was a blanket. So, but I decided to make it into a blouse. So that's pretty much it. So I hope you learned something new, and thank you for watching.